Okay, so this is my starting point. It's workout 1 right before it. Enjoy the angles, the views. Okay, and then hopefully by day 14 we'll look a little slightly different. I don't expect to look that different, but we'll see how it goes. And fingers crossed I don't die. Spoiler alert, I fully died on day 1. I was panting like a crazy person, and I had to take a break in the first video after the second set. I paused it and took like a 2-minute break.
I know the sound is gonna feel alright. Feet on the ground, but I just wanna fly. Sing it out loud until our engines die. Can't get away, cause baby you're my glue. Try to escape, but girl I'm stuck on you. Never wanna trade it for something new. I'm so high, I don't know where we're going, but I like what you were showing. I'm so high, I can't see what we're doing, but I love your body moving. Baby, you're my
Hey everyone, my name's Alina and thank you for checking out this video. So today I'm going to talk about the Chloe Ting 2-week shred challenge. I know everyone and their mother has already done this on YouTube, but I figured why not throw myself in too if you're for some reason binge watching the results videos like I've done multiple days in the past. So if you haven't heard about it, I'll link the challenge down below. But Chloe is basically a fitness YouTuber that puts out a lot of free workout programs, and the 2-week shred challenge is supposed to make you like shred some weight and like give you abs, but she makes it very she makes it clear that she puts those titles just so it's easier to get views a lot of the time because of the YouTube algorithm, and not everyone is expected to get abs at the end of this, because you got to be realistic. Like, I did not think I was coming out of this with abs. Like, there was no way in hell. I have too much body fat to start off with, and like really, like in 2 weeks I feel like a very low number of people are actually going to get abs in 2 weeks, so set realistic expectations. So first of all, let me talk about my results. So basically I did complete the full 2 weeks, but like eating is like 80%, 90% of your your results, and I did not eat that great. I didn't start eating like healthy until like the last like 3-4 days of the challenge. So I mean, I knew while doing it that I wasn't gonna look like shredded to the gods because I wasn't eating that great, but I just, I was just like, whatever, at least, because some people are like, if you're not eating healthy, you're not getting anything out of this, you wasted your time. I personally disagree with that. I feel like you still like get that workout in and you get stronger and build muscle or whatever, and you're still doing something, so it's whatever. So I did not eat that well in the beginning, so I didn't expect to look that different, and I don't look that different. I can see like a little more definition in my stomach than I had before, and I did go down in weight. I started off at 170 pounds and I ended at 167.4, so like about 2.5 pounds, but I also feel like some of that, like, obviously it was water weight. So let me tell you guys about my background in fitness in case you're curious as to like where my starting point was. So I started working out about a 1.5 to 2 years ago. I started working out more seriously, and I lost about 30 pounds in the last 1.5 years, and I'm trying to lose 50 pounds total. And I go like on and off, like I'll lose weight for like a month and then maintain for a while. And during quarantine, I've mostly been maintaining. I lost 2 pounds in March, and then April, May, and now it's June. I've kind of just been rocking and just maintaining it. I've been working out pretty consistently, but I haven't been eating great. I've been baking a lot and all of that, but it's it's fine. I didn't go into this like never working out a day in my life. I have been doing some HIIT classes and all of that, but because I only started working out, like I would consider less than 2 years to be recent, because some people have been working out their whole life and have been on like sports teams and all of that, and that was never me. I'm 25 right now, and for majority of my life I was pretty like, what do you call it? I did nothing. I've been overweight basically since I came out as a 10-pound baby. And yeah, so this was pretty challenging for me. I will say day one, I was like hardcore struggling. Like I could finish it, but I was like panting like a crazy person. When I like play back the video, I can hear my panting over the sounds, which is intense. But I adjusted to it pretty quickly. I will say some of like the exercises were still a little tough for me, but I could get through the whole video, and I was dying less by the end of it, and my endurance was better. So yeah, I feel like you can do this no matter what fitness point you are at, because she does have like variations for all of the exercises. So if you feel like you are brand new to this, you could start off with just doing like the low intensity for all of it. I tried to do high intensity for everything except for the ones that I was like physically incapable of doing. Like I didn't have the coordination or the strength to do them at all. So for like very like few exercises here and there, I chose to do the low intensity version. I figured since I finished this, I could give you guys some tips to help you along your journey. So my first tip is find some friends, find someone to do this with, whether it's like siblings, coworkers, anyone. Like it's much easier to do it when you have someone with you. I started this like first alone, and low key I quit after day 2, because it is like it's a lot when you're like doing the same thing every single day, and the workouts are hard. So I found it a lot easier to do it with a group of people. So I found a few of my friends wanted to start, so it was like 6 of us that started, and only 3 of us ended up finishing it. But you know, it's nice to have a community.
Why aren't you moving? I'm watching you.
And if you can't find someone in person, I think like maybe try Reddit. I mean, I wouldn't like video chat with people on Reddit, but like find like a subreddit, find someone to like be like, hey, I did this day, and you know, it just helps to have someone to be accountable to. Or even YouTube comments where people constantly write that they're like, I just finished day 3, and then everyone asks them for results. You could do something like that, but it's just nice to like have other people who are doing it with you and struggling with you. So that would be my first major tip. And then for my second tip, sorry, I'm like looking down because I wrote this down, is to take breaks. Even like, I know, you know, it like sometimes feels like you're inadequate if you need to take more breaks than she's taking, but you know, you're still getting through the workout. I find like, especially on the days when there's like 4 videos, by the last one, I'm so exhausted. And when like the timer beeps when you have 5 more seconds, and during the first beep, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. So I usually take a little longer breaks than she does between exercises, especially in the last video. And I will say like the first like couple days, I found that I had to take more breaks, and then as time increased, I was taking less breaks. But even on the last day, I was still like taking slightly longer breaks than she was. But still, I don't use this like as an excuse to like just lay your ass down and be like, shit, I need a break. No, like at least try your hardest, but if you know your limit as well. And besides like those little breaks, I would also say like, I know almost most of my friends, like we took an extra rest day. She gets 2 in the videos, but towards the end, like I think the last week, it's like 5 days in a row or 4 days in a row, and they're all like really intense days. So I felt like I needed an extra rest day, so I threw another one in towards the end. So I think before the last 2 videos, so I threw in another rest day, and then I did the 2 videos. So I thought that helped too. So tip number 3 is to stretch. You're gonna be sore, so it's nice to, I know after you finish, like especially when you have a lot of videos, you've done like 45 minutes of working out, the last thing you want to do is like more work. But stretching, honestly, it feels great, and you're gonna regret not doing it, because the next day you'll be like really sore if you don't stretch. So find some stretching exercises that you like. You can find videos on that. I just do like basics that I've taken from like other classes that I've done. So tip number 4 is don't expect to be perfect. Like, don't put too much stress on yourself. Like, I've watched a lot of before and after videos, and they show like their workouts before and their workouts after, and the first one they're like, they somehow don't even know how to do a mountain climber, and at the end they're like kicking ass on all of them. I will say, like, I did improve on some exercises, but for some of them I still can't do them. Like plank, the side plank dips, I'm on my knees for that. Like, I can't do that shit. It's not, I tried, and it's just like, I thought, like, 14 days at the end of this, I'm gonna be excelling on every single move, and I'm not. And you can't expect to excel on every move in 14 days if you're struggling in the beginning. It's just, yeah, be a little realistic. You will improve on some things though. And that brings us to number 5, which is appreciate non-scale victories. So I know a lot of people are, they're like, oh my god, I didn't get abs in 14 days. Like, what was the point? But there is a point. I've noticed that I got better at a lot of the exercises, the up and down planks. Those fuckers, they're horrible. But in the beginning, I could do like maybe like 3.
And I count through with like one arm, 1, 2, 3,
And by the end of it, I think I could do like 7 was my max. So I definitely noticed stuff like that. And then, like I said, I was panting less, which was great. I was taking less breaks. And the first video felt like a lot less torture. The first couple days I did it, I was like, damn, this video, it's never gonna get easier. But it did get a little easier. So appreciate those things. Yeah, it's not all about what, like, even if you didn't lose like a lot of weight, or like you can't see a visible difference there, there's no way in hell you're gonna do all 14 days and come out with like absolutely no difference. So appreciate any improvements you made. My last tip is, after you finish this challenge, this shouldn't be like, oh my god, I did this and there's my workout for the rest of my life. So use this as a way to like figure out what you liked and didn't like, and find like a workout plan that works for you. So I know Chloe has a lot of plans. I personally tried the like 5-week booty one, and I got up to like day 18 and then I stopped. But so I've been learning from these videos is that I don't like doing the same thing every single day. I find it like extremely like cumbersome and boring to do the same couple of videos every single day, and I'm very grateful that she put this out for free, but I need a break from Chloe for now. But yeah, basically doing this made me realize that I don't like doing this daily, so I will like find a more variety of videos and make my own schedule that way. I know some people really love the schedule. They like, having a set thing to do daily. So if you realize that you did love these 2 weeks, you could go to her other videos and do like the 4-week shred, or do, another body part if you're focusing on something. So yeah, just build your routine to what works for you. And those are my tips. And if you did enjoy this, and if you listened to me rambling for this long, like I said, I did come up with my own plan for the next few weeks. So I'm actually gonna do like a 4-week, trying to like, I'm doing my own 4-week challenge that I'm making up for myself. But I'm gonna actually try to eat well this time and see how much I can actually change my body in 4 weeks, which I think is a more realistic time frame than 2 weeks. So if you're interested, subscribe. And thank you for listening.